Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. How's everybody doing? As of right now, it is almost 12 o'clock. I woke up 9:40 in the morning, okay? And I was like, you know what? Let me do this Animal Kingdom review. You know, yes, I'm still in my pajamas, but you know what? Y'all love me for who I am, right? Y'all love me for who I am. And so this is how I look when I wake up, okay? This is how I look, okay? I was just like, you know what? Let me do this review because I watched episode 8 of season 1 yesterday. So, I watched it and I had the review ready, but then it's like I might do a couple of shops today. And so I'm going to be out and it's like I finally installed Adobe Pro. So, well, Adobe Premiere. So, I'm going to edit the videos and it's like let me do it right now and do some quick edit and from there. So if you guys love me, you love me for all that I am, the whole shabam, okay? So we're back for Animal Kingdom, and you guys know this is June, okay? And Animal Kingdom comes on next month, so I can finally edit now. So right below, okay, right below, Animal Kingdom comes on July 11th on Sunday, okay, on Sunday. So on TNT, season 1, episode 8. All right, this is called Man In, okay. So we see Darren. Let me turn down the fan a little bit. Okay. All right, turn down the fan a little bit so it won't be all loud. Okay. So we see Darren and Craig. They enter a abandoned arcade. It looks like an arcade that they went to when they were, kids, but it's, run down and everything like that, closed up. So they're both talking about the cut that they made once Bass, cleans the money and everything like that. So, and like the cut is they're gonna rob basically a military base. Okay, they're gonna rob from the government. Okay, they're gonna rob from the military. Okay, so they're planning. This is the biggest heist they've ever done. Okay, and so they're just planning on what they're gonna do with the money once everything's all cleaned and counted out. So we see Bass, Pope, Smurf, and Lieutenant Paul. They're going over their plan, and they're asking about the cameras. You guys are robbing not just a bank to where there's probably 4 cameras. You are robbing a military base. You are robbing, I think, the Navy or you're robbing the military, okay? So there are cameras everywhere, every perimeter, every location, on the ground, up above. There are cameras everywhere, okay? So they're just going over everything. There's no cameras on the inside, just patrols. The entrance to the military base requires ID scans and vehicle search. Also, around that military base is a paintball arena. So you're going to the paintball arena, you're going to be near military base. So it's like you have to go through ID scans and vehicle search. Bass is like looking over the plans and he's like, what about this? Gate 15. Paul was like, gate 15 is filled with like all the other stuff except for cash. And Bass was like, can you move it to gate 15? Paul was like, no, if I move it to gate 15, then something happens, then it's going to lead back to him. So he's like, nah, dude, I can't do that. Like, that's basically suicide right there, okay? So we see Jay. He's skipping Alexa's class, and she tells him that she made a buy because, she was selling drugs. She made a buy to an undercover cop, and basically the detective is the reason why she's working with detectives to drop her charges is to get information on the Cody family, and she's using Jay. And Jay was like, man, you don't know how these people operate. They're like, high class type of people. Like, you don't want to mess with them. And Alexa's like, well, there's a way out for both of us. You give them information about your family, the charges get dropped against me, go in a witness protection program, all that stuff. And Jay tells her, look, dude, you're way over your head. You think you got everything planned out, dude? No, this family is on a whole nother different level. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. Baz, he goes to talk to Paul. Paul, he's still on the fence about this whole thing. I mean, of course you're on the fence, dude. You're robbing from your own place, basically. And it's like, I understand where Paul is coming from. And Baz, he's trying to, persuade Paul to look on the bright side, dude. People should be working for you, okay? He's trying to, like, just pump Paul's head and everything like that. And, like, he's trying his hardest to make sure that Paul sees the big picture. And he tells Paul that, look, we need that money in gate 15. How about we make it look like you need to, like there's a reason why you have to move money into gate 15. Let it make it look like a reason, okay? So yeah, okay, so Nikki shows up and Smurfs tells Craig to distract Nikki, so he does that. I'm gonna just say it right here. Craig looks like the type of guy that I would go for. Not good, I understand that, but dang it, he's tatted, he has a beard, he's tall. Look here, long hair looks good on certain people. Long hair looks good on the person that plays Craig. He's a good looking dude. Craig is the type of dude that I go for. Bad, I know, but so Baz tells Smurf that everything's a go and that the money is going to be moved into gate 15. But someone needs to get on the base today. Not tomorrow, not in a week, no, today. Someone needs to get on the base today to move the money. And so Smurf was like, well, none of us have clean records, so it's like, how is it going to happen? So they come up with the idea. Okay, let's get Jay. So Jay comes home and they ask him, hey dude, we need you to do a favor. Have you ever, gotten arrested? Have you hijacked a car? Have you robbed someone? Darren said, have you, scored for Julia? I said, you're very supportive. This family is just so supportive. So supportive. Not. Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? And Jay was like, nah, dude, I got a clean record. And so next we see Catherine. Catherine's talking to her detective friend about Pope. But he calls up his partner. His partner is the one that's in charge of the whole investigation over the Cody family, and who has Alexa working for them. Catherine, she's like pissed, dude. Like, man, this is a setup. What's going on? And she just blatantly, like, just says that, look here, Janine Cody killed your parents. Because you guys know, a couple of episodes ago, she told Alexa that Janine had Catherine's parents killed in a house fire. Next, we see Darren putting something into Jay's bike handlebars, and they're confident that Jay's gonna do a good job. You got this. You're gonna pull it off. Everything's gonna go off without a hitch. They have no other choice. You have no other choice except for Jay. Okay. We see Pope talk to Baz, and he's still not sure about Paul and everything like that. He's worried about no guns. Like, no guns, we can't do that. No. So he's stressing about that. Then they see like a mountain full of cigarette butts, and Smurf is just in her own way right now. And once again, Pope asks about the guns. Yes, Pope. Okay, calm down. Okay, calm down, Pope. Like, you're gonna get your guns. Calm down, okay? So Craig and Nikki are at the beach, and she blurts out that Jay is messing with Alexa, and that's the reason why he broke up with her. And I say, girl, you are far off the reason why he broke up with you. So she's starting to pick up on what the family does, what the Cody family does. And she tells him, y'all aren't really into real estate. So she's slowly picking up the pieces on what the Cody family does. And she just asked Craig, do you have any coke? Craig was like, we can't do it here. And then she just started flirting with Craig, and I said, Craig, no, she's a high schooler, sweetie. She's a high schooler. She looks about 16. Craig, no, no, Craig, no, no, baby, no, no, sweetie. Deal with someone your own age, okay? And so, Catherine, she's walking with a detective while Lena's playing with the siren in the other detective's car. And the detective tells Catherine that Janine, they couldn't arrest Janine at the time of what happened with Catherine's parents because Janine, Smurf, told Pope to set the fire. So Pope lit the fire that killed Catherine's parents. They arrested him, but he was lawyered up. And so she starts bringing up Catherine's foster care system, being in group homes. And then she also starts insinuating that Baz knew about what happened with the fire. So she's saying that Baz kind of helped with putting a plan in motion to light the fire that killed Catherine's parents. And Catherine was like, you know what, I'm not going to snitch. I'm not going to snitch on my husband. I'm going to leave. We see Pope dropping off Jay close to a military base. He rides his bike up to the base, and they do the ID scan and, the bike search and everything like that. Look through his backpack, and he proceeds through. Next, we see Baz goes to his dad's trailer. He gets some money where he's been hiding under the sink. His dad shows up, and if you guys remember, Baz went to look for his dad a couple of episodes ago, and he wasn't in his trailer. He called the hospital. He wasn't in the hospital. So he comes back, and he said that he got picked up for D&D, drunk driving, I guess. And he was like, you know what, I'm 11 days sober. Thank you for feeding the cat. That's all that matters, is that the cat is fed, okay? We see Jay go to a location. He drops off his bike, and he picks up the makeshift map that they drew out, and he looks over and he hops the fence. We see Craig come home, and Smurf was like, you really distracted, Nikki? And he was like, I did my job, right? So then he goes into like the shed where Darren is at ironing the money, and Darren was like, yeah, dude, you've been gone for a long time. Kurt was like, so you guys don't think I could keep my dick in my pants? I'm pretty sure that the whole universe agreed and said, disagreed with you and said, no, you cannot, Craig. You cannot. It's impossible for you. Craig is the type of dude that would just fuck anything and everything. That's just like how Craig rolls. So Jay is just running. Jay is just hauling. He's just running. He's just running, y'all. He's running, okay? He's running. He's, hiding. He's just running, y'all. He is running. So then he goes upstairs. He breaks the lock. And there's a vent above the gate 13 where the money was originally supposed to go. So he goes to the vent, and he rips up a page out of his textbook. He then lights a cigarette, he tapes the cigarette with the paper, and he throws it into the vent. He then leaves, and he just starts. He's running, y'all. He's running, y'all. He is just hauling. He is just running, okay? Baz and Pope meet up with Vin, and they give him 10 grand, 3 for their landscaping job, and then the rest is for what Vin helped with Pope with in prison. And Vin, so annoying. Vin was like, you know what, I don't understand how you can trust someone that made up lies about your wife and your kid. And then he starts bringing up Hilty. Hilty was a guard that Pope had issues with in jail, and Vin was like, you know what? You better not go to jail because you wouldn't make it without me. You won't make it, dude. And then, Pope was like, we're done, dude. Leave me alone. We're done. Um, Jay is still running, y'all. Okay, Jay is still running, and so he throws his backpack over the fence, and then military truck comes, and he makes up a lie saying that the Chinooks. Someone said that the Chinooks. I don't know what Chinooks mean. I don't know what that means. They look great in person, so he wanted to see them, and the guard was like, "Look here, if you ever come across this again, you're gonna be picking up dog crap on the side of the road." Okay, so and then also, um, like that. Okay. So then, dang it, where was I? That just over the walkie, we hear maintenance in building 13, maintenance in building 13, fire in building 13. So everything's good. Okay. So Pope is worried about Smurf because she didn't get any sleep. He sees her in the morning and she's just chain smoking, dude. Just chain smoking, man. We see Catherine as Catherine is thinking about the somewhat good times that she had with her parents, getting burgers and watching people fish off the pier. But then Baz was like, yeah, they were probably stealing wallets from other people too. And she was like, you know what? The memories that I have of them, they were good people. But then Baz was like, dude, they're not good people. They left you stranded in a house full of strangers while they were getting high, alright, doing God knows what, leaving you alone, okay? And so you weren't their priority. And then Catherine was like, I feel guilty because if you wouldn't have told me to sneak out that night, I probably wouldn't have gone with you. If you wouldn't have texted me, I probably would have died in fire. And he just tells her like to get over it, but then like you can see that she's thinking, what if he did have something to do with her parents being killed? So Baz goes to his dad's place, and his dad, he brought a bottle of whiskey, and he tells his dad, what would happen if someone came home drunk, after drinking with their buddies, come home and their kid left muddy shoes in the entrance and you twisted your ankle? What would you do, huh? Would you burn your kids with a cigarette? Would you beat them with the leg of a chair? What would you do? And he's bringing up what his father did to him as a kid, and his dad was blatantly being rude and be like, what, you want an apology? What, you want an apology and everything like that? And Baz was just pissed, and he just took the alcohol and just poured it on his face, make him drink and everything like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you are wasting alcohol. You're wasting alcohol, but I get your point. But man, you could have mixed it with something, had like your little cocktail at the end, but you just wasted alcohol. But okay, you wanted to prove a point, Bass. You wanted to prove a point. Don't waste alcohol, people. So, okay, Pope, Darren, and Craig, they're putting money in the car that Darren went and looked for. And they had to gut it out and everything like that to make room for the money. So they're putting money in. Wait, did I? Girl, I missed the whole freaking section. Y'all, I'm sorry. Rewind. Rewind. We're rewinding. And let's go to the part where, after the part where Catherine thinks about her parents. Okay. Baz comes home and he sees that Pope has been ironing the money. Okay, he's been ironing money, and Baz asked Pope about Hilty, the guard that Vin told them about earlier. And Baz was like, and Pope was like, you know what, I lost it on a guard one day. And then the guards, they just started making me public enemy number one. There was this one guard, Hilty. He was just on my case, dude. He put me in solitary confinement. He chained me to a chair naked, and it's like, couldn't get any sleep. And it's like, man, he told Baz, look, dude, I'm not going back to jail. If this goes south, I'm not going back to jail. And Baz promised Pope that he is not gonna go back to jail. Okay, now let's fast forward. Fast forward. Okay, so yeah, Pope and Darren, they're putting money in the car seat, and Pope gives Darren his props. Good job, dude. Um, Jay, he goes tells Nikki to basically like stay away from my family. Like, my family's not good. Your dad is in terrible danger. Like, just leave my family alone. He's trying to warn Nikki to leave his family alone, but she's not listening, okay, because she wants to be down so bad with her. And she blatantly tells Jay that I did coke with Craig and then I had sex with him. You want to go? You want a cookie for that? You want a gold star? Like, what do you want for that, Nikki? What do you want? Okay, what do you want for that, Nikki? Okay, so we're back in the military base, and we see that the money is being delivered to Gate 15, like it was supposed to go down, and the plan is in motion. Plan is in motion. Bass leaves, and then Catherine, she was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start packing. She starts packing clothes for her and Lena. And then the boys leave. They go to the for paintball. They drop off their cars. They switch it out for the SUV, and they go to the military base. Smurf is cleaning, and she hears someone outside. She goes to the pool table, gets the shotgun. She goes outside, clocks it, and then there's Vin. Vin is on the other side of the fence, and he basically tells Smurf, "Look here, I." Defended Pope, just his whole little spiel about him defending Pope. And Smurf was like, look here, dude, I don't care what business you have with Andrew and yourself, but look here, you step on my property, now it's my business. You got until the count of 3 to leave my property. Girl, I would have just shot him right then and there, got it over with. I just would have shot him right then and there. Okay. So, we see the boys. They're about to go into the base to play paintball. And then the last scene is that we see Jay going to Alexa's house. He's crying, and he's just telling her they use everybody. They use everybody, man. They use Pope. They use my mom. They use everybody. They use everybody. And then they use them, and then they screw them over. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all. If y'all, like, literally, if y'all have not seen Animal Kingdom, catch up on Animal Kingdom. It is such a good show. They announced it, that they got renewed for 2 seasons. After season 4, they got renewed for 2 seasons. Season 5, which is the upcoming season, and then season 6, which is the final season. So, if you guys want to catch up on Animal Kingdom, go on Amazon Prime. Seasons 1 through 4 are already there. There's a 30-day free trial. Watch it in those 30 days. It's a really good show. Really, really good show. I highly recommend it. The acting's good. The cinematography is good. The writing is great. It's just a really, really great show. And so, catch up on it. I already reviewed season 4. So, watch the season 4 review. And then I'm going through season 1. I think we might get... I don't know what season we're going to finish before... season 5 starts, but you guys watch Animal Kingdom. I highly recommend it so you guys can get caught up on it. But I will see you guys. What's today? Today's Tuesday. I will see you guys Thursday for Siesta Key. Alright, I love you guys. Peace, love, bye.